gotta turn on the global hotkeys. But anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Love a good slurp. I've had some tea just to avoid the withdrawals. Honestly, that's such a mood. When we had COVID Dragon, I definitely had very little coffee over a few weeks. So that first cup of coffee I had back, oh my god, I was ready to bounce off those motherfucking walls. Excuse me. But yeah, I made chili before stream because I won't have time to make chili after stream. My heart rate is really high because I'm so uncomfortably full. But it was so good. If I'm going to be named and shamed by my heart rate right now, we're just going to pause that for a minute. It's like I think I need more water right now than anything because I'm a little flushed. But also I've kind of noticed, like, Dragon, maybe you can tell us this. Like, getting into my 30s, like, you can't just eat a lot anymore. Not unless you're prepared to lay down for a little bit afterwards. And I think that's kind of the window of opportunity I missed out on today. And I don't know if it was just because of the holidays, but I just just keep eating. Especially we've had so many cookies at work. Supervisors ordered pizza. I had my lunch. Get fat. Also, I made a tube of biscuits, and I think that's also not helping me right now. Like, my cholesterol is probably like, what the fuck? Because I don't know about you guys, but I can fuck up some biscuits. Like, fuck. Eat too much. I mostly eat protein. Yeah. I was actually really sad. I ordered like salad ingredients too, so I can kind of get back on the opposite side of the holiday schedule. And they forgot to grab the salad. They got me everything else, like the grape tomatoes, the salad dressing, croutons. Oh, diabetes and carbs don't mix too. Yeah, I think it's probably the hardest thing. It's like, and I rarely make biscuits. I probably do like every few months. Because I know I'm going to eat the whole fucking thing within the day. Oh, I can do salads for like 3 days, especially at work. But then I really need to do like some chicken after that. But what's really kind of nice with salads, in my opinion, is you can mix up the type of salads that you're eating. So like one day I might do like shredded chicken, and another day I'll do like bacon. Go. Get a little faster at that. Still feels a little sloppy. So this is I mean, is it a couple of things to put in at different days and never store it with dressing on it? Yes, never, ever, ever store it with dressing. And don't ever let that sealed container wait too long to be cleaned either. I've opened up a couple of those and I feel like I've been physically assaulted by the smell. Like whatever wafts out of that container, just like, boom, right in your nose. But I think, so I think my big goal for 2026 right now is I'm going to start working out again. Especially, So on the days like I work and stream, I will not work out. But any day I only work or only stream, I'll probably go work out. Cause my last doctor's appointment, my blood work came in. They're like, you have like super duper traces of like high cholesterol, but she's like, you're like add another 5 minutes to your walk kind of day, kind of like high cholesterol, you'll be fine. But then I go eat a carton of fucking biscuits and I go, I wonder why I feel a little shitty today. Another day to go with my beef stew. See, that's where I need Toby to show up and be like, I would eat some of that, and I'd be like, thank you. Do me the favor. It is funny, though, that I do know some people, and I don't say this is necessarily a bad thing either, but they have, like, diabetes, lactose intolerant, IBS, etc., 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 and for, like, a week every few months, they're like, fuck it. I need that ice cream. And honestly, I blame nobody. The only person I blame is this guy I have at work because he has Crohn's and he will eat the spiciest foods every day, all day, and not give a shit. And it's gotten to the point, like, so we have one bathroom in our, like, little dispatch center, but it's in a hospital. And I'm like, you, sir, are committing more crimes if you don't go down the hall. He's like, I know I have it, you know, I gotta do a colonoscopy coming soon and all that. I don't give a fuck. I can barely smell things, and I'm like, I can smell that, and I wanna hit you with a brick. This is Minneapolis. I'll find a brick somewhere. I sure did with chocolate. Having some chocolate covered strawberry milkshake. Oh, fuck yeah. That sounds amazing. I haven't had a good milkshake in a while. Actually, I have a gift card to go to. Fuck, what's that? Cold Stone. There we go. I have a $50 gift card to Cold Stone. I'm like, Toby, we gotta go do something about this. But obviously, it's like a good thing, because who cares? But I'm like, please, can we go? I don't care that it's in, like, the middle of winter, and it's, like, questionably cold out right now. I want ice cream. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. I'm kind of getting some of the notes memorized, so I'm kind of just figuring out where I want to park them for when I start. Okay, so about 10 seconds I could probably set the jump. Dragon's a hell of a chef, but he's not like a full-time ever chef. I say he can go do Master Chef. I think I'd hate it. Yeah, that's definitely a public service job I wouldn't want, that's for sure. Not bad, not a bad start at all. Dragon cooked for me for GDQ in my condo. Oh my god. Fucked me up, like in a good way. And then I go do shit like that. Look at all those bombs. Release the beast. Take my air fryer, eat a lot cheaper. Honestly, not a bad strategy. That's actually what I do a lot for MFF. Is I have a friend, his name is Core. He joined us for a little bit yesterday. But he lives like 45 minutes from the con, and I'm like, okay, here's a couple $100. Here's my alcohol list. Help a brother out. And here's a little extra on the top just for you. Yeah, it did. I was like ready to die happy after that. Yeah, we did get your alcohol to you a little late though. Kane? Kane? Yeah. I definitely have some ideas on how to change the strategy this year, or this upcoming year, but we'll see. I'm flirting with some ideas. What up, Jet? Merry Christmas. I mean Christmas. Oh, I'm still so uncomfortably full. This is gonna be a tough stream, and not like in a bad way, because I know once it shifts a little bit, I'm gonna feel so much better. But oh my god, someone help me. Bum, bum, bum. Then you shall die. We shall see about that. My singing's terrible, I know. Don't mind me. But I'm actually really excited to run this run back, because we have some really solid time save coming up, by the way. Also, I want to go on the record. So if you guys don't know this, I live in Minnesota. I'm a big Minnesota Vikings fan. But the Minnesota Vikings right now are hot garbage. Playing their third-string quarterback today. But I still got offered free tickets to go at the last second. But it was too last second for me to want to go. And now there's a part of me that's like, well, maybe I should have gone. But I would have been so like angry with myself the entire time I was there watching my favorite team burn out. So I'm oddly okay with the decision, but at the same time, maybe they would have been better if I was there. I fucking doubt that. I even made the joke with my friends' group chat, like my normie friends, and I'm like, there are 3 things that are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Aaron Jones out with an injury. I think this encounter would be a little tougher, mostly because Tella needs just a... Oh, never mind. We're good. One of these days, though, I want to fursuit a football game. But I'm always reasonably sure that when I get there, they're going to be like, no, you can't do it now. But, like, baseball lets us. And I hate baseball. I don't think I need this encounter because Cecil's already 12. So I wonder if, like, reducing down to, like, 2 encounters tops might be the way to go. Especially when we underroll with Tella like that, it really feels bad. Mr. Smith lets us do it. I just want to be gay furry trash in a lot of places. And that, honestly, retiring at 29 really kind of altered my brain chemistry because my ability to give a fuck some days is completely gone. Which is why I got fired from a job last year. Because I'm like, what are you gonna do? Fire me? They're like, yes. And then I was the fucking Pikachu meme of the century. But it wasn't also just retirement. It was the fact that I've been shot at, I've had knives pulled on me, I've been dragged away in cars. You know, just saying. Shocked, I tell you, when I walked up to that HR meeting. I thought I was untouchable. Especially being the gay disabled man that I was. Fun fact, I was very touchable, and that was not the way I wanted to be touched. I was shooketh. Gagged, I tell you. It's the new term I'm hearing a lot in the gay community. Gagged, gooped. Gagged, darling. I've been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race. If that's not clear. I'll gag you, ayo. I ain't gonna lie, I do like my face being used. Humped, I don't know. By the way, the amount of money RuPaul gets to hand out these days, ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ, girl. I remember watching that show back when, like, the grand prize was, like, $20,000. And she's like, oh, yeah, today's grand prize is, or this year's grand prize is $200,000. And I'm giving away invitations. And if you win the lip sync, you get 10 grand. And they're like, Jesus Christ. I would love to go to a drag show. It's been a while. I kind of lost interest when they did the RuPaul Academy teaching women how to dress. A drag didn't do it for me. And that's fair. And the one episode I always get a little uncomfortable by is like when they're putting the family in the drag. And I'm just like, especially like the last season, the season 17, like the one girl is like, I'm shaving your beard and you have to tolerate that. I'm like, all right, it's your dad, at least be nice. Or there was like an All-Star season I watched recently where they're like teaching their friends how to tuck. And like, I feel like this is just an excuse to touch your friend's wiener. Don't get me wrong, I like to touch my friend's wieners, but this had a little different vibe. I was saying that there was a season of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars that I watched where... sorry, just making decisions real quick. Where the drag queens brought their besties. And a lot of them had their friends tuck, and I'm like, I'm all for teaching people how to tuck. I'm like, your friends doing drag for the first time, maybe not. I feel like this is just an excuse to touch their wiener. Again, this is gonna be an incredible video because I'm submitting yesterday still, but I'm gonna submit today as PB again. Come on. But I will go on the record. I am the type of person who will touch my friend if you let me. Just saying. See, I'm willing to learn it, you know. I would let my friend touch me to do it too, but... God, this is a great TOS stream already. My eyes, who goes there? Merry Christmas to you, Dark. Ah. Not the drive-by carpet bombing. That'll learn ya. Yeah, we are trying to nail our second ever completed speed run, and we got a lot of free time save available to us, so we're rooting today. Dramatic music. But you know, we get our world famous line of the Spooty Bard right now. 10 out of 10. Yeah, so my goal today is kind of like a 320 or less. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little emotional after the last run, so maybe we'll sing Melodies of Life today. I don't know. Feeling kind of spicy and singy. Because it's been a while since I've done some karaoke. God, my stomach's still just so bloated from dinner. Like I said, someone send help. Like, wheelbarrow me to my fucking bed. We have sang that song on the stream so many times. Shall I call Buttons? I mean, Buttons would come save me again if needed. Well, so he gets here on Saturday, and I'm going to try to set up the dinner next week so he doesn't get overwhelmed. Also, they don't have a kitchen table, and that's kind of what we're working around right now. What up, Raspberry? Well, so they kind of have a situation where they kind of got like a kitchen counter with a couple chairs at it, which works for them. But when I go to cook for 6 people, you know, we kind of need a plan. I went the wrong way. Pat, pat, pat. Hi, Nolly. I'm here for that brain cell. Oh. There's something I'm gonna try a little differently in this antlion fight too coming up, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough. I try not to cough on stream. I try not to sneeze, but that one's a little harder. I'm starting to finally belch. The food's starting to settle a little bit. Merry Christmas. Happy Honda Days. Merry Chrysler. Dragon, next time I'm there, I'll take a photo of this place for you. Really make you cry. Oh, got robbed. At least they have potholders, but I don't have a can opener anymore. I mean, I got some playable. Don't go fushigi on me, but yeah, I'll probably buy a can opener next time I go grocery shopping. So I don't need a fancy one, but I do need one that kind of lasts. Are they really? I don't believe you. I feel like I'm being bamboozled, good sir. Hi, Lazy. Merry Christmas. Whack. You're a hot dog because I got a sausage for your butts. I do believe so, but I still like that one. Lazy. I'm surprised you haven't hit your own sound alert yet. Anyone who loves your sins. When my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. If I'm on a chair, you can't look away. No, you don't want me to stay. Tell me when you're wild. Yeah, I'm all you need. I'ma be your idol. Lazy gets a custom me. Gone. But work was good for me. So in law enforcement, when it comes to the holidays, it's either all or nothing. Either you are the busiest being on the planet, or you're doing not shit. And last night was a not shit kind of night. I actually almost went home early, but then I went and got my time and a half. Me? Gone. I know, I really should have brought a book. I actually might bring a book today. I mean, I wish I could do not shit. There was one guy, though, he kept playing, like... So he kept playing Christmas music, but then he switched the YouTube video to, like, Christmas Mass and Roll Call, and I turned that shit off, and he got all mad. And I'm like, don't you dare fucking come in here and think you're gonna cram your fucking religion down my throat. But he's like, but my free speech. I'm like, there's a difference between free speech and the version you think there is and the actual version of free speech. And that's why you'll never be a cop, because you're a fucking idiot. Hi, buds. Love you. Happy Honda Days. But his hand always comes down the chimney because he knows better than to take the back door. Hey, yo. There was a guy who's like, but my free speech means I get to play Christmas Mass in the roll call room. And I'm like, that's not how free speech works, but go on. And he's been trying to be a cop for like 10 years. And I'm like, if you can't be a cop in this economy, you're a fucking idiot. What? What did I do to deserve this beatdown? And happy Thursday if you don't celebrate. Or happy Hanukkah. Or a happy Toyotathon. Happy insert relevant day to you. What? That reminds me, I'm gonna go buy some alcohol tomorrow because I think I'm having martinis for my day off. What? That's fantastic. By the way, I was talking about this earlier. I turned down free tickets to go watch that Vikings game today. Because our team sucks so much. Then yeah, I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go be happy. I'm gonna go stream. So let's get blocked by a big boat. I mean, I like to be buried, yes. What? Hiya! But yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna go watch the Vikings play their third string quarterback who is hot garbage. Go play against the team that is Super Bowl contenders. Even though the Vikings are winning, I'm still way happier with my decision. For the record. Because now, I would have been there full of hopes and dreams. And they would have just rent my soul out of it. Yeah, eat more biscuits, absolutely. See, you got the right idea. You're gonna have to sit on the cushion pile yourself. Attaboy. Jesus. This is so poor boy. Just got the beans there. Careful you. Careful you. quick bow. Holy arrow. Still debating if I should heal, but Yang's got a lot of HP, so I'm feeling kind of optimistic. Alright, let's not forget to grab the chest this time, because we got a lot of time we can save on the invasion, methinks. But then we'll lose... No, we'll lose time on this split because we have to go pick up all the items, but then we'll save time in the split after because we won't have to do the extra pit stops. So we're gonna grace the red for a minute coming up. I still can't get over the... I keep getting told my team's winning. Just saying. It's not like a gangbang. Wow. What kind of dog do you think I am? One who wears a skirt. Don't worry, we know. Zeus's wrath first. Bye, bye. The Red Wings. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Enjoy your dinner. I know I did, as I'm getting belchy again. Bow, bow. A good boy. Aww. I try to be anyways. Okay. This one's an Arctic Wind and 2 auto battles after. Then I'm gonna check the score, because I don't believe lazy. I mean, I'm a little puppy-coded, yes. It's hard to believe I used to be a hard-hitting motherfucker. And the vault's up ahead. Fool, what are you doing? Alright, I'm looking at the score now. We really are winning. Goff has 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. Oh my god. Also, I have Jared Goff as my quarterback right now in the championship of my fantasy league, so... I think all those fights went pretty smooth, to be honest. Yeah, but as I was telling earlier, Sable offered me free tickets to go, and I didn't go. I have thoughts on it later. I'll talk to you about, but well, so the way our American football system works is there's like divisions and all that, so you got to play within your own division twice a year. Those games are usually kind of wild. Like, no matter how bad a team is, they can still take one out from under you. Oop, I forgot to split. I think it's this button. Damn it, no, I went the wrong way. Alright, all my water's consumed. I feel better. As always, I do get my first little break coming up here with the ship. I'm gonna take off, use the bathroom real quick, top off my coffee, come back. But we gotta run around and do some stuff in here for a few minutes. Nothing crazy. I know I take a lot of breaks on a short run, but this is the price I pay for trying to do all this stuff before work every day. Whoop. Overshot. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, as a reminder, we are off though tomorrow. Normally we wouldn't be off on a Friday, but my family's coming down with Christmas presents for me. I think you beautiful puppy guy. Fun fact though, I do not own a pup mask, so I don't know if I'm all that puppy coded. I feel like I'm cheating the system based on description. Yeah, but usually people think of those like hand in hand or paw in paw rather. Family forgot you existed? Oh god. Go break their legs. Anyways, I'll be back in just a minute. By these biscuits and I'll fuck up another one. Merry Christmas, sorry. Grandeur. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Excuse me while I ran away from the potty. Just sit back down. Puppy ready for some puppy coated speedruns. Bark. Bark, bark, bark. I also topped off my coffee while I was away. That was good. I had to pee a lot more than I thought, but then I also realized I'll show you guys real quick. But this thing is huge. It's a Vikings mug. That was full of water at the start, and I drank that already, all in the first 54 minutes of stream. Then I sit there and I wonder why I have to piss the way I do. Bark. I do. Today is my Friday. I get Fridays and Saturday nights off with my job. So yes, for one of the breaks again, I'm gonna go from these very nice sweatpants that I'm wearing to tactical pants again. I might wear jeans today. I haven't decided. Crush bullet, flame rod. Wizard hat ×2 light shield. Do you think I would actually wear the required pants I need to wear? Like before a stream? But that is absolute. I did this in the wrong order. Deathbringer, optimal. But I like being comfy when I stream for as long as possible. There we go. Oh, Buds, are you still here? Ah, fuck. What was that comment you made about my sweatpants the other day? If you don't mind sharing. What up, Barbig? Welcome back. Or can I share on your behalf? I share a lot of things. I talk about a lot of things. My dick's also out there on the internet. I mean, he's like, really? Those sweatpants? Because you're printing pretty hard, or something like that. Oh, I know. They are gray sweatpants. And even though these are black sweatpants, I'm also present in an area. What? I would not be allowed to sweatpants, so they should be banned for the rest of the year. Does this mean I gotta go do a speed run in the bottomless district one time? I've always talked about it. Wah! Pat. Thank you. You must have been lurking for a while. I feel like you stacked on those points. Always appreciate it. The whole point of sweaty pants isn't allowed for excessive sausage consumption. Sir, are we doing phrasing? Me not having a gutter brain though, you should take me to the hospital, get me checked. With that said, I am thinking about writing some smut again. I've had some smut on the mind. I think it's because I'm toning down my external horniness for my doggo horniness. I mean, I guess I should say for the Toby, but so my brain's like go right smut as a redirect. Twitchy Biscuit is his username in chat. Otherwise, it is the famous Undies Biscuit. What up, Clockwork? Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's one-shot this. What am I perceiving? What, I don't know. What are you perceiving? How's your head, by the way? I believe you are in aneurysm Clockwork. There's two Clockworks that visit this one. One who had an aneurysm, one's a streamer. Hi, Michael. Just in time for Michael to hear your rabbis. But dude, you gotta remember, I've been published in a naughty magazine for my smut writing. If you guys didn't know this. This is why I'm like, I've lived a very interesting life. I am the only man who's probably been in law enforcement who's been dragged away in a car and been published for their naughty art and then raised $100,000 in a year for charity, being a furry. I'm a 1-out-of-1 kind of class act. But I love the timing. I'm all about comedic timing. I almost splashed coffee in my face. I took too big of a sip and it was like trying to rush at me and I'm like, please stop. But you go find me another cop that's like that. I ain't gonna lie. We only had like 3 minutes of time saving there, but I found 2 more minutes. We're at a great 325.19 kind of pace. My goal is sub 320 today, but it's gonna take a little more luck. Oh, fuck no. You're fine. Move all optimal. Move all optimal. Crossbow, holy arrow. Order, switch row. Yeah, it's just gotta... Always gotta remember, I gotta flip my brain from professional speedrunner to horny furry and back. I'm gonna do a really good job at that. Alright, oh. That was not what I wanted, by the way. Yeah, there's that, though. Yeah, very few rules. It's mostly just be polite, no politics. Well, limited politics. We talk about politics sometimes. But I'm just grateful that you check in. Make sure you're still aligned, and you know, after that, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 conduct. Where is it? There it is. So what we're doing, by the way, is we're trying to get to 18. Oh my god, they're awful. I hate this section because I feel like there's an optimal way to do it that I still don't do. But yeah, that would remind me. If you ever get a chance, ! Socials will get you to my FA page. If you ever want to read some of the smut I've written. If that is something that interests you. Oops. They usually got good paired art from Shook Salamander, and he does a lot of my story writing and editing too. So, if you want to see what goes on in this brain when I'm not streaming or at work, yes, there are some links in Discord. But Dragon, I'm trying to get my other socials. I gotta get better at being on them again. Come on, please be 18 after this fight. Perfect. Items, Phoenix down Tella, items sort. I'm gonna heal Sissel to full. Then we're gonna grab a chocobo. In the bottomless sisters, because at least free ones, because being broke sucks. They are quite good photos. I'm glad you enjoyed. Those were I'm gonna describe as fundraised over a stream. So those will probably be there for a really long time and free for a long time. When GDQ gets closer, like when I go to apply for it, I'll probably take those down. But until then, you enjoy your horniness. GDQ stands for Games Done Quick, which is one of the largest speedrunning charity events. There's the two. There's the summer one, which is in the town I live in, and then there's the winter one, Awesome Done Quick, or Awesome Games Done Quick, which is in January, actually, in Pennsylvania. But I had the amazing opportunity to run Final Fantasy IX this past summer. I think actually !SGDQ gets you to the YouTube link. I'm curious how many views that video has. Because every once in a while they play that video again. I can always tell because I'll get like 5 to 10, 15 new followers. And I'm like, oh god, I haven't streamed in 3 days. What happened? And then they come here and probably realize how goddamn horny we are. Not that I'm complaining. You're coming to a furry stream. You're gonna talk about knots and cheese, goddammit. Ah, I still love this sound. You know, the classic. It gets brought up from time to time. Alright, let's see how much time save we got or we lost over the farm. Your treachery must not go unpunished. Alright, so we defend for 2 kicks, and then we swing with Cecil. 1. Hi-ya! 2, and attack. Did we not do enough damage? I didn't realize you couldn't do enough damage. Gold split though, baby. Gold split though, baby. Oh. Is that why you and Core get along so well? By the way, Invincible, Dragon got me this really nice mix set for like making good alcohol, so I'm making martinis for VR tomorrow. I haven't had a good martini in a while, so I'm very excited. And my parents are taking me out to dinner beforehand, so I'm gonna have a nice, good meal. There's a direction I want to go with this conversation, but I like my channel. Optimal. Oop. Headband. I went the wrong way. Optimal. Order Palom with Tella. Oop. And then switch rows. I need to go buy more alcohol again. I'm a little empty. Sevens, thank you for all the cakes. That was really put out by. Aww. That was very kind of them. I'd be touched too. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to tell you offline. There is no way to be subtle. The first time they got me like this, I think it's very kind of those. Very, very respectful gesture after all the baking you do. By the way, with that said, you know, speaking of Skuru, who's probably the most horny partnered streamer ever, I do want to get a PNG tuber like the way he does one day. Where you get the top of the sheath just rocking. For the user, your stream, in your server. Are you talking about the artist for the art above me or Skuru? Can't wait till you get your Cognizant to arrange my time and lure it back into speed. Right? You and I are really competitive against each other, and I always enjoy it. I'm getting there, though. That actually feels pretty good. Fuck off. I just defended. With Cecil. Yeah, I gotta eventually get that turbo script you've been talking about. Because I feel like there are times where my turbo is like the greatest thing on earth, and then there are times it's just nothing, and it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Ooh, they both got hasted. Let's go. You can get Cognazo down to 101. Jesus. I think the one thing that slows me down right now the most is the Cecil farm in the mountains. If I'm going to be honest. Look at that bigger butt. I saw that we had another splash HP there, so I went for it. Alright. Oh yeah, it's just Undaga after water rises, it's fine. But it's already so cool. Like, look at that butt. I do like that butt. Shook draws a great butt. This run already feels night and day different compared to yesterday's. I ain't gonna lie though. And I know my run yesterday was pretty solid, like all things considered. But now, Wait, if you're off tomorrow, they're gonna be VR chat shenanigans. So every Friday, I have a VR group that I'm actually the second in charge of. And then we're gonna go run around and do VR. So I'm very excited for that. It's always a good time, especially because it's definitely the 18+ event. And this dog likes to drink during it. It's funny because, like, I don't drink as much anymore, except unless it's Fridays or special events. I still haven't been there. I haven't been back since being gone for MFF2 and Viz. Tell me what that group is. You become a little more known around here? Maybe we will. But you can add me on there. Same name. I would not be offended. The thing is, we're really weird with how we invite people into our group. And I don't know if this week's a +1 or a swoop and scoop. Am I known yet? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Invisbo is a really good example of somebody who started as a fan here, got embedded into that group, and now it's just a really close friend. Brant Valdi was the first. Our Swedish fox. I don't know. VR chat, though. Most expensive free game I'll ever play in my life. And I do mean that earnestly. And I'm getting ready to buy some upgrades for it again soon. I'm thinking like another lighthouse or two. But yeah, I think in 5 years our community has grown to like almost 100 members. Well, then what's nice is like if I've had friends get laid off who are really smart with like avatar creation, and I'll be like, okay, while you're collecting unemployment, here's $100 under the table, you know, friends and family. Go do these edits to my character. And they're always like, hell yeah, because that means I get to go buy a new video game or something like that. And then that same group, 30, I think 32 of us was the final count. That went to MFF as a group. We had a bunch of official events, and it was really great. Just like encounters in Final Fantasy IX, they're there and they show up randomly like you. See, but you're still so beautiful. Unlike the encounters in Final Fantasy IX who make me cry. Please save Rosa. Oh, see, that's a good person asked too. Xander, oops. I did it wrong. I just blew a few seconds and I paid attention there. Xander's definitely the #1 in our hierarchy. Last year we did a pretty big open to the public New Year's Eve party. Made someone could cry as a random encounters because I have gas. Oh God. Good God. Head northwest, flee from all. And then +1 last week, but I was still on the force. Said, yeah, I get it. Especially because these days our group is so big, it's also just genuinely hard being the new person in our group. Even if like you're passing through, because our group's like so established at this point. But man, once you're in, the perks that follow. Damn it. It's actually the first real counter where they're getting action, so it's not too bad. Best part about being in UK time zones, I can do regular New Year stuff and still hang with you guys for yours. This is fair. You know, not jealous in the slightest over here. It is kind of a shame. I technically work New Year's. And I'm actually I'm thinking about trying to get out of it. What, P-Town? In case you guys didn't know, P-Town's running a hundo right now as well. So don't be afraid to peek into that. Items. Oop. Ether. Tella. You just go down to the Iron Arrow. Should immediately end, and then real fight. Alright, Yang attack, Sid defense, Hustle attack, Tele berserk, Tele bio. Bum, bum, bum. Actually, I hope that he'll still be live by the time we're done, so we can raid him with a fat PB alert, you know? I love a good PB raid. Oh, it's some of the best feelings ever. Let's drop in sometime. Oh, absolutely. The next thing you know, you'll be because once you're an official member of our VR group, you get access to our Discord. And the Discord's popping all the time. Two wigs? Do explain more, I'm curious. I really want to learn more about you now, TBH. Oh, I meant to do the hourglass. I hope that doesn't sound like offensive by any means, but I am genuinely curious. Alright, he's just gonna live. That's twice in a row Tella survived, but that's fine. What's the most response to my show has been when I did Melina and Catania inspired numbers. It's funny because like I think it's a Katana. Isn't that off of another drag queen? Mortal Kombat. Okay, I was a little off. Use the chest in the upper left room for the emergency exit. Oh my god, I fucked up. Oh my god, I keep fucking up. I've never had to get to the emergency exit before, so I wasn't 100% sure to where to pick it up. I could be named up. I like where this is going. Tell me more. Yeah, some days we walk in there, there'll be like 15 people in the Discord, and I'm like, alright. Split it up a little bit. I really want to ask where you do drag, but I feel like that's too TMI of a question, you know? Because, like, for us, you would go to the 90s, Athens, Georgia. I'm trying to think if I recognize any, like, you know, the famous RuPaul queens, you know, from Athens, Georgia. But the drag queen I fell in love with this last season was Susie Toot. That one does sound familiar, but I'm having a hard time picturing her in my head. It doesn't help when you got 85 looks you gotta do, and then you got your normal gay self. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you guys know what I'm saying. By the way, we're gonna lose time on this split because I fucked up a bit, so. What am I doing? There we go. That fight wasn't too bad. She thinks she looks like a natural woman in drag. Met her once. And I'm like, bitch, where? Oh my god. Hey, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of bold claims in drag. Pat. Thank you. If I ever came to Athens, Georgia, would you dress me up in drag? Or if you come to FWA, can you dress me in drag? Bring your skirt. That's the other thing about almost dying a handful of times. I don't care about trying shit. Do I think I would ever, like, commit to the idea of doing it full time? Absolutely not. You know why? Because I'm lazy. But, am I willing to try things for just to try it once? Absolutely. Flame Rod. Wizard Hat. Optimize. Headband. Sid. Optimal. Tella. To full. Honestly, make me do it. I've got to heal. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it all the way. Alright, let's see how much time we lost here. Getting lost for that emergency exit. Ooh, nice crit. That'll help. Because the duct tape will be used. You'll get a redneck waxing. Oh god. I'm gonna need more pro tips on my shave then. Don't hit Tella, thank you. I didn't realize duct tape was involved, TBH. Come on. This fight feels more stressful than what it actually is, in my opinion. There we go. Now we can just auto fight the rest of the way. Nice and easy. Ooh, thank God. See, I don't think that'd be a bad strategy. We still gold splitted getting lost for the emergency exit, if you guys can believe that. I thought for sure we were losing like a minute. But yeah, I'm not saying there's been a lot of like, it's not like a huge present desire to be like, dive into it, but watching enough RuPaul's Drag Race, I'm like, I gotta try at least once in my life. And I don't think that's a bad take by any means. At least I hope. I always dreamed too that there'd be a furry drag queen one day. But basically, there are way better. I mean, it's, whether you're basic or, you know, you do like the super over the top ones, I think drag queen is just awesome. I think it's all fun. Like, even because the last season of RuPaul's I watched was All Stars 5, and there was some, like, the first guy who got eliminated was Britney Spears impersonator. That was like the entire shtick to their drag. Still very pretty. When I got engaged the first time, we were on the main stage on the gay 90s, and there was a topless drag queen with pasties on her nips. Yeah, Derek Barry. She was in the background. I'll have to show you guys the photos of it one day. They're kind of blurry, because it was forever ago. But it was so cool. It's a moment in my life I'll never forget. But how could you not, you know? I gotta remember to follow you after stream. Now that is something I've always wanted to kind of get into. It's just a touch of makeup. But then I got hurt. Now I have tremors. Crossbow. Whoop. Headband. I'm missing a set of Kaipo. Oh no. Prisoners wear Kaipo. Mithril. I thought I messed up my buy somewhere and I was really nervous. There we go. We are now officially set up. Actually, no, we're gonna try to do a slow with Rosa while she's in open state. And now we just auto fight. I'm gonna turn on the turbo to help with the text dialogues when we eventually hit her in tornado. Chance of rain near me. Gross. Yeah, back look fat with all the tools in the arsenal. See, you can do it. I believe in you. That's unfortunate. Wait, he's not supposed to die there. Oh my god. We're definitely losing time here. What the fuck? At least now you have a bunch of test subjects. I mean, a bunch of curious new friends. See, I think there's a lot of fun drag queens out there with beards. I need that Berserk stat on Cecil right now. you need that damage boost. Come on. It's funny because, like, I've come through here and this is like the most basic of basics I've ever done. And then I come through here another time and it's just, I lose a minute and a half. And it's like, fuck! Like, what are we doing? Ah! Okay, I yelled. I feel better. Alright, we get to go to Doll Bitch now, which we all know that's one of my favorite fights, air quotes. Big stretch. You know, that I think about it too, FWA I think does a drag show for the furries, so a lot of the drag show components are based around furries. I have to ask somebody about that. Because I feel like Kulfi went. And he would know way more about it than I. And it was actually like a quote sold out event because I didn't get big enough of a room. And all the drag queens about it were drag queens about it because they're like, we need everyone needs to protest to the FWA, da 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 da. And I went, okay. The lion sleeps tonight. Oh. You have my attention. God damn. What an explosion. I just want to be the gayest, prettiest wolf ever. Welcome back, Dragon. We're talking about how Piper might be able to put me or make me a drag queen at FWA. In case you're curious. If you want to know where the direction of the conversation's gone. I always need Cora or Asmo to like pop their heads in real quick so I can be like, bring Kulfi. Because I'm like 80% sure it was Kulfi who tried to invite me to go, and I got there way too late. Which, in the end, is my own damn fault. Just saying. Welcome. And you are? The dwarf with the biggest spear, so I am now the king. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, bum. God, I would love to go to TFF. I need more money. I hate to say it, if I want to travel the way I really want to travel, I think I need to go back to State Patrol. They're offering me maybe a $7 an hour raise, but I would lose a lot of it to start another pension. But the amount of comp time I would get, oh my god. See, that would be the power play. I'm not gonna lie. How is that not enough? I hate this fight. I still think it's because Yang died in the previous fight, so we're not doing enough damage inherently now. Yes. The idea of this makes me so happy. Better work, bitch. I don't like that just hits Kane the way it did. This could be the greatest idea ever. Embrace my inner femme. Our paths cross again. Hey, yo. Maybe I'll raid Panda and be like, guess what? Shadow, come forth! Farewell, Cecil. Enjoy your night, Piper. Thank you for exploring this fun idea with me. Nice. That went a lot smoother this time around. I think we're getting a little bit better at this fight. She survived? She's no longer a child. She's a pain in the ass of a woman. I mean, I say that fully knowing that I might be a drag queen here in 6 months. It's not even 6 months. It does give me a little bit more of a reason to go to FWA now. Go over here. Up here. Always wanted to cosplay her. She would be a fun drag queen to do too. Especially because you can really lean into it with like stuffed animals for her summons and stuff. I wouldn't like try to drag race with her, but we want to do 9. I almost did that all wrong. And I would have been so devastated. Not unless you want the early chop anyways. Some of those queens get on there though, and I don't know how, but then some of them are on there, and I'm just like, you're the greatest thing I've ever seen. Whoop. Could you imagine trying to traverse this llama? Makes it like I have a special skill. Again, I'm already looking forward to the next season. I don't know if I can keep up with the new terms, but I know I feel kind of boomery when I say that, but I always love what that show brings. You soup's toe gagging out of here. Like, ah, God. Yeah, but it's like the first sign you're getting old isn't like your health. It's like, the fuck you say to me? Goops is the one I think gets me the most. Thank you, Midian. But I don't know. I say this with love. Finna was the first word that ever got to me. Right hand to Cat's Claws, Meridia, Wizard's Hat, Flame Rod, Heal with Cecil. It's funny because I always joke that Finna meant duck because anyone who ever used that word with me first meant that they were gonna swing at me at some point. I was just thinking though, so into the 6-7 though, I did make a joke when we were playing our Magic Arena, and I threw it in there so casual that the other guy almost came across the table. I'm like, he's now a 6-7, I just did the hands real quick, and he's like, I'm going to kill you. And I'm like, you know what? I deserve that. Alright, menu, and then get ready for the boss fight. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm holding time. Duh. I was like, why am I not getting out of here? Alright. Yang, Barnabas, everyone else, Doctor, Rydia, Titan. I still think there's a couple minutes of time save in this encounter too, because I think I'm doing the second half of the fight wrong. Because sometimes I'll have, like, Yang do, like, 4K damage, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you angry man. Ah. Damn. Yang. Angry man. You need more oil. Panacea. It's always a fun word to say, in my opinion. Alright, I do need Rosa alive for the next part, though. Because she's got to cast Berserk with on Yang. So focus Pew, you can Phoenix down. I guess go ahead and throw Kira defend. You don't necessarily need to heal in this encounter, but I do want to just a little bit of wiggle room. See? We were doing 800 on this fight yesterday. Like, get out of here. And he's dead. Okay. Now he can't focus. Fuck it. Oh, see, now he's doing 2K today without the focus. I don't get it. There's something about this mechanic I'm not understanding, but isn't, like, important. Because it's not the most complex fight. It's just kind of prey. And that's what bothers me the most about this one. But as you can already tell, this is looking like a gold split. By who knows how much. Yeah, by a minute. I saved an extra 20 seconds, and I had to revive Yang, which reinforces to me that there's like multiple minutes in that fight still. So I've done 9 and 10, but the big thing with 9 and 10 is you have to do the CSR, because I do a lot of speed runs before work. So I get up, walk the dog, stream. That's me 3 days a week, and then I stream 2 days where I don't work, you know, to go easy on my body. But this game has enough of the RNG value that is fun, because I require a little bit of RNG. And then on top of it, you can get a full playthrough of the game in under 4 hours. So that was kind of the big decision factors, but then it came down to 1 and 4, which is what I was going to learn next. Or actually, 1, 4, and 8, but I didn't want to do the CSR. And then somebody else is thinking about racing this against me at SGDQ this summer. So I said, well, let me see if I can learn this game to the fullest in like bring it down to a good time first. I'm talking sub 3 hours, I'm thinking. Then I'll consider racing them at GDQ with it. But the 3:30:42 is our first ever completed run. This would be our second if we PB today. Or I just hit the finish line in general, but you know what I mean. Oops. Buttons, thanks for the pat, pat, pat. So nothing too terribly crazy, but I also have a secret love for 4 because Kane's the reason why I love the Dragoon class the most. I like his character redemption arc. He's left-handed. I'm left-handed. Also, who doesn't like being a Dragoon? I like riding big pointy sticks. I still think 8's gonna be the next one I learned after this, though. Because what I would love to do long term is a 7, 8, 9, or not 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10 CSR back-to-back runs. That would be really cool in my opinion. Easily and I have talked about doing that and making that a category. But if you're gonna make a category, you gotta be willing to run it yourself so you can come up with the rule sets that make sense. Merry Christmas to you too, Coos. Granted, it must be the 26th for you now, isn't it? Since you're from the future. Whew, scratched shit on my ear. Cooking up a storm yesterday and today. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I forget you guys celebrate Boxing Day, because it's you guys in Canada, I think, that do it. And that's on the 26th. So happy Boxing Day. Bah, bah, bah. I mean, it's not that kind of boxing, right? I do love me the holidays. I gotta lie though, it's kind of tempting to call off work today because there's no more holiday pay tonight. Because most of my shift for Christmas was last night, I already got all the holiday pay I could get. It's to get people in the shops for sales. It's kind of like our Black Friday. Is that the vibe you're throwing at me? It's funny because I do try to remember the small things like about those kind of holidays with my friends too. Because like Biscuit, you know, I hit him with the Happy Hanukkah, but I get a bigger window to tell him that. And then like Shuki, because Shuk Salamander, if you guys don't know this, he's actually very Hispanic descent. So he celebrates like Day of the Dead. Damn it, I was one tile off. So I always try to remember when that is, and I end up having to Google that one every year. So I can be like, Happy Day of the Dead. Try to be as thoughtful as I can. By the way, who's ready for my greatest worst enemy of Rubicante? The boss is going to determine everything if I get a reasonable speedrun today. My phone calendar's become my best friend. Oh my god. Ain't that the damn truth? Toby, I want him to get a Google Calendar with me. Because sometimes, like, he's so inundated with activities, I get overwhelmed by what he's doing. And then sometimes I know I get like my own feelings hurt because I'm like, oh, I thought we were doing something that day. He goes, no, you were. He goes, I have this event because he's got like friends coming in out of town tomorrow, like normie friends he hasn't seen in a few years, and so like the whole time I was gaslit and I thought we were hanging out tomorrow. I'm like, you son of a bitch. But now I might be like, get your ass in VR afterwards. Though, shout out the Dragon with my GDQ calendar still. That calendar was rough. Just... I need it all on my phone because I check my phone calendar quite often, like when I'm making plans and shit. Speaking of which, I need to make plans with buttons here soon. Shout out to that dog. You and I need to like a drinking and gossip about boys session again soon. I know we talk about boys on the phone all the time, but we got moonshine that needs to be consumed. Also, the Vikings finally lose the game. You tell me you don't want to drink that moonshine with me. They actually won? God, maybe I should have gone to that game. 3 passing yards, baby. This way, okay. I didn't think about it for a second. I feel bamboozled, but I had taken notice in my mind that I hadn't gotten a single like touchdown alert from Jared Goff, like the entire stream outside the one. Just so you know, I'm looking at my fantasy league that I'm clearly gonna lose in the championship. Oh my God, they really did lose! What the fuck? 3 fumbles from Goff. Oh my God. Christ in a handbag. Yeah, I think that eliminates them from the playoffs. It puts Green Bay in. Quality. I like to describe American football as manime. It's coined from my friend Gavin. Just straight up anime for straight people. And random gays like me. Me and you. Fuck, ambushed. Not us having a straight conversation. I know, in the same breath that I was like, we should do moonshine and talk about boys soon. Like, that's within 60 seconds of the recording. Yeah, if we can't figure out the dinner thing, you and I... We're gonna do the thing. Jesus. Edge. Remove all cat claw. Right hand. Cane. Ice Lance, Black Belt Geek, Green Beret, Power Armlets, Ice Brand, Light Shield, Headband. Wait, Kung Po. My eyes were on the wrong line. We get a free heal for Rubicante, so we're not too terribly worried about our health for the rest of the way. But we were pretty fucking low there. Oops, we want this door. And I wanted to go right. One of these days I'll remember this section of the Tower of Babel. But the problem is a lot of these Babel towers start to look the same. Hi, Kilos. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. I believe you are a bilingual boy. Or at least you talk shit with Shuk, I don't know. But we are amazing here. We're having an amazing stream. We're having a lot of fun. But yes, Merry Chrysler, Merry Crisis. Where will we go? To hell! How about you? Did you have a good holiday weekend? Were you gay? Did you do the crime? Crime shall be had on a later notice. I'm sorry, Edge. Alright, Rubicante time. Alright, I gotta lock in for a moment. Alright, good opener, good opener. Disregard. He took it away from me. Stop hitting her, god damn it. You son of a bitch. Stop! Damn, I was hoping that was gonna be enough. But I think I also secretly knew it wasn't. I think I need just one more attack. But we're gonna play it safe. Never mind, we're going for it. Fuck! Fuck off! I bet you if I got Kate off there, we would have been fine. It was feeling so good for a first try. I was actually reasonably optimistic there. Alright, come on. Inferno, Rosa. I'll take Edge. I'm happy with Edge. Also, I think if I had gotten this off the first try, we would have gotten him on the first pass. Okay. Now he's gonna go to close phase. We'll do a Blizzard on Rydia this pass. Because our ATB was way too low. I couldn't figure out where my cursor was for a second there. Ah, he's gonna close. Fuck off. Also, I did this slightly wrong too. God damn it. For me, it rotates between 7, 9, and 10. Feeling very third try to me. Anna, what's your favorite? Mr. Keck W. Fuck! Come on! We're gonna lose time here. Because we were able to do it in 2 last time. I do love speedrunning 9. 9's my OG. Lock it in, Sil. Lock it in. I'm on a bad rotation because Cecil keeps going down. Fuck, come on, Kane. You're gonna have to do it today. It's not enough. Oh my god. How come I can't do this today? Alright, one more try. Midian, thank you for the follow. Well, come on in. I'm gonna get double fire rod now. No, I'm gonna get triple fire rod. So I accidentally swung with Rosa. When will I speedrun Elden Ring? Probably never, because I suck at Elden Ring. I couldn't even fight the first boss on my own. I had to phone a friend. Yeah, he's kind of my big run ender, as much as I hate to say it. I fucked it up. Oh, it's over. Get in there, Cecil! Fuck it. Sorry guys, I couldn't do it today. But that is where we're gonna end our night. Man, that sucks. I'm so sad. This fight, it's gonna just require a little more effort. Or I don't want to say effort, but it's gonna just take a bit more practice. And